What's the problem with the wealthy being generous?
You know, I started reporting the book Winners Take All because I noticed that on the one hand, we lived in this era in which wealthy people are giving back as never before. You can't walk down the street without bumping into a billionaire with a foundation changing the world. Things you talk about on this network, social enterprises, double bottom lines, triple bottom lines, capital that makes money for the planet as well as for investors, so on and so forth. And then it just sort of occurred to me, as it also has occurred to many other people, that it's interesting that all these modalities occur at the same moment in history, that it has actually been a time of growing, widening wealth and income inequality, growing capture of the spoils of the future by the very few at the top. And I began to wonder why it is that we live in this age of glorious philanthropy, so-called, but it happens to coincide with this age of extraordinary elite hoarding. What was the relationship, I began to wonder, between the extraordinary elite hoarding of our time and the extraordinary elite helping? And as I did my reporting, spent time in this world, interviewed folks in this world at foundations, corporations, et cetera, what I found was that we live in this age in which the rich and powerful do everything they can to help, except to change the system atop which they stand, and often use philanthropy, weaponize philanthropy, as a kind of anger management policy for populism, to douse those flames, as a way of laundering the reputations that they have sullied by harming society in the way they made their money, and as ways of actually increasing their political power and influence in this society.
I'm Ernie McCracken. When I found out little Billy here was growing up without a daddy, I had to do something.
When Big Ern saw our picture in the paper, he called the Unified Fund and got involved.
I had to. Couldn't help myself. But little Billy's not the only one. There's also little Jason here. Once again this year, I'll be sponsoring a fatherless family in every city I bowl in.
Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, Mr. McCracken's already there.
Jonathan, we're gonna fly pattern all the way to the goal line. Tennessee, Kentucky, Dino Beach. Deeper, Jonathan. It's a tough world. These kids nearly got Munson, but they're back now. Through the Unified Fund, I found out that if you give a little, you can get back a whole